Hello, everybody. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. I know I'm late. Well, I'm back. This is my normal live time. But since being pregnant, I've been going live early because usually by this time I'm really mentally pooped out. But today I have to take Emily to the airport. So my whole day is just pushed back. I even would have taken her, but I like hanging out with Emily. She's my best friend. She's my best friend. In case anyone's curious, Emily is safe. Everyone is fine. Jeff isn't even at the house, but they have an active gunman on their road. So everybody's on her neighborhood is in a shelter in place. She's on the airplane. She just has text access up on the airplane. She pays for it so she can work. Because we never stop working. But she gotten literally the place, the neighbor, like 5 houses down from her where Jolene, her horse, stays. The gunman went through their backyard, and so they're in a shelter in place. So I don't know I didn't really ask her what her plan is for when she lands, like where she's going. But she's like, oh my gosh, like their RV is unlocked. She's like, the back house is probably not locked. And so they've let the police officers know to search her RV and her back house. But nobody's there. The dogs are in the main house. So there's no way the person's going in her main house with 3 big German Shepherds, and they bark like crazy. Yeah, craziness. I literally got home and saw that text. Also, I want you guys to all give me a round of applause and be so proud of me because I didn't wet my pants today. I don't know why, but I didn't even think to pee. Like, I pee before I go live. I don't know why it didn't occur to me to pee before I drove Emily to the airport, because the airport is an hour away, and then whatever is in between an hour home, and then it was traffic because it's right at rush hour, and I didn't think about that because I live in the boonies, so I forget about traffic, rush hour now. And I stopped at Skechers because I walk 2 miles every day now, and I don't have good shoes. And so I was like, oh, I'll drop her off the airport. Literally, Skechers is not even a mile away. It's right by the airport. So I was like, I'll run in there and get some shoes. So I grabbed some shoes. And I had to pee like a quarter of the way to taking Emily to the airport. And I'm pregnant. And this baby is very, very, very low. Very low. So I'm driving along and I already had to pee. I should have peed at the store. I was like, no, I can make it home. But I also bought a Sprite. And I stupidly drank the Sprite, and then I hit traffic, but I was like, I'm not pulling over. I want to get live. I have so much to do on this live with you guys. I have all my tumblers all lined up that we're going to work on. I have all the sneak peeks ready. I'm like, I'm going live. I'm going to make it. And I was about at Christina's house, who was about 8 minutes away from me, and I had to unbuckle because the buckle is so low, it's right across my bladder, and the baby starts kicking me right it felt like she was trying to kick her way out right into my bladder. I was dying. Literally, I was like, don't pee in the car. Don't pee in the car. And it's not even one of those where you can control it anymore. If you've been pregnant, it's like, it's going to come out if it's going to come out. Like, especially if you've had previous babies, you know this. You can't hardly sneeze ever in your life anymore. You definitely can't jump on a trampoline after you've had babies. And so I made it, and then I hit our dirt road. And our dirt road is like rut. It's not like a smooth dirt road. It's like off-roading, right? And I'm like, oh. I made it. I couldn't even run for my car. I was like hunched over. Alyssa was coming out of the office because they were all leaving, and I'm literally like hunched over. I'm like kind of wobbling. I'm like, I can't talk. I'm just trying not to pee my pants. Yes. You haven't had any babies, but you do have that problem. I mean, it is a common problem, but if you do have kids, let me just tell you, it's going to get way worse. All right. So sneak peeks. Okay. Things that are up there for today. Let me show you things I got to organize these because I got to remember that's swag bag. This is today. This is Battle Box. Okay, so I'm going to do all the sneak peeks first, and then we're going to do the epoxy stuff. If this is your first live with me, welcome. You get a little bit of random. You get a little this, a little that, a little bit of everything on my lives. And so I will tell you guys, have already been shopping heavily. That things that launched today. So Quillen was the beautiful holographic opalescent gorgeous purpleness that's sold. It was originally, I believe it was originally in a palette or a collection or something. It was not ever launched individually on the website. And I know that who bought it probably already owns it and knows what it is. And you guys bought Quillen out yesterday. Was that yesterday? It's all blur. So fast. Today we have his counterparts, Tobias and Bromley. So Quillen was the purple version. Today you're getting the pink and the aqua. These are absolutely spectacular glitters. They have little holographic butterflies in them, but they are absolutely drop dead gorgeous. The combination of the colors and the opalescence and the holographics and they're little micro bars that are in there. They're really teeny tiny bars. I don't know, but these two are up on the website. Again, limited numbers. Today's your birthday and you're sick in bed. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Stacy. Happy birthday to you. You got that special because you're sick today, so we're making you feel better. All right, so Bromley and Tobias are up on the website. Okay, they went today. Dump buckets are up for $2 today. There's no minimum order. We just have so many dump buckets that we're just putting them up on the website. So if you want to grab some dump buckets, they're $2. There is also the $13.50 retirement packages. You get $25 to $30 worth of product in your little mystery bag. So if you want to try a little goodie bag, you grab a little small $13.50 for retirement bag. Or you can get the slightly larger one, and it's a $25 bag, and you get $50 to $70 worth of product in it. It's a mystery goodie bag. Those are up on the website under today's deals as well. So those are up there. You got Tobias and Bromley today. Other things that are new back up on the website are the rainbow DIY pens. These sell out quickly. Okay, these are the ones that you put the floating. Oh, I had one sitting here. I went to reach for my one that I have finished, and here's a crappy one. This is one that we did a little Mad Science Laboratory on. But it has the little canister where you can put the liquid in it and the glitter and make your little snow globe. So this is the rainbow one with the rainbow base, and then you have the little canister that you can put the glitter in. Okay. For your DIY pens, we got the rainbow ones are back in stock, and the silver ones are back in stock. These we've been having a lot of fun where we rhinestone this part, the silver part, and then you glitter, put your snow globe glitters in the back. So that's why they've been selling out, because y'all have been buying them up like gangbusters to do your rhinestone and your glitter. Okay. So the rainbow and the silver are back in stock. This is we call these click pens. This is kind of like what are those pens that y'all like? Ink Joys, but instead of being plastic, it's a nice stable metal. And rhinestoning or glittering these, they do come apart. You just unscrew the front. You can take all the pieces apart and glitter or rhinestone just this middle, put it back together, and then you have a nice little click pen. That's all rhinestones or all glitter things. So these are up on the website as well. These are back in stock. Okay. Also in stock right now are the square, heart, and circle sublimation blanks for their keychains. They come with the little key ring, but the sublimation blank. So you can sublimate on one side, rhinestone the other side, or glitter one side and rhinestone the other, or you can just have fun with these, but they are sublimation ready. They do have a film over the top. So when you get it, if it looks, see how funky that one looks? That's just the protective film. You just peel that off. It'll be perfectly white underneath these. And then you sublimate onto it. Okay. So the sizes are available. I mean, these shapes are available. Also up on the website, you can get the rhinestone feather peacock applique. If you have not seen how to apply these, if you've not seen them do this, I haven't done one in a while. You take you separate it like you do an instant transfer. Okay. The rhinestones stay with the carrier sheet. You can wrap this around your tumbler and heat it with a heat gun and press it down with a gloved hand for heat protecting. You don't want it hot. And press it down onto your tumbler. I do epoxy over these just to make them very stable. I put like 2 coats of hang method over the top at least, or 1 thin coat of epoxy. 2 hang methods or 1 like 15 to 17 grams of epoxy coat over the top. Okay, so there's the peacock feather and the regular feather. Okay, these are up there. You can also iron these onto your clothes or whatever you want to put them on. You can iron them on pillows. Ooh, this would be a really pretty pillow. So they both would make really pretty pillows. You can iron these onto jeans or sweatshirts or whatever you want. Okay, but you can also apply them with a heat gun onto your tumblers. Okay. Oh, maybe you could do it with a heat press if you have a heat press. I've never thought about that. Okay. Those are up there. Those are all up on the website. Okay. The other things that you guys are going to love. Here we go. There is a strip of mini cheetah patch, mini cheetah patch. You get, oops. Lulu's out there. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 5 little cheetah patches. Okay. For $6.85. 5 little mini instant transfers. Okay. These are fun for like, my thinking is what I'm going to do with these is have my Wife on Boss that has a little bit of the cheetah in it, and then have little patches of this around on the tumbler, so it almost looks like a little cheetah print peekaboo. You can also put this on a keychain and put a monogram in the middle of it, or use these on the bottom of your tumblers. But these look cute as little peekaboos. You guys get real creative with this stuff. So this is a set of 5. Okay, that's up on the website. The ocean, there's little mini ocean hearts, a set of 3 little mini ocean hearts. Okay. These are $4.10 for 3 minis. Okay. Okay. Then we've got a set of 2 of the Small Town Proud. It says Small Town Proud in cow print and cheetah print and rustic turquoise and wood. It's got the little windmill. Small Town Proud. For 2 of them, it's $2.75. So you get 2 little minis. These also work good on keychains or like on the bottom of your tumblers. Mini Snowy Leopard, $1.50. Okay, it's the 3 little gnomes, and it says Merry Christmas underneath. And it's the 3 little gnomes. They've all got like little cheetah print outfits on. Joy to the World. Mary Cameron. It's only if your order went out today and it was on that note. After that, they're not going to be available. So if you put it in your notes today, it won't ship. I mean, there's a chance it will, but probably not. The minis sell out very fast. Oh, are they already sold out? This one says Joy to the World. The minis are selling out. Okay, I have to go look on this one says Joy to the World. It has the 3 little gnomes peeking around it. This was part of the gnome for Christmas. This is a little mini, same thing. This is part of if you want the large versions of this was the part of the gnome for Christmas. I'll be gnome for Christmas. And so I'll be home. Oh, you just placed an order and didn't get any of these little minis. And this is the mini drinks. It's little Christmas drinks. And it's got a little Grinch and a Santa Claus and 2 little elves on elves on each side. This one's gone. Sorry, guys. Let me see. Mini snow leopards. There's still mini snow leopards. Oh yeah, the mini Joy and the mini drinks is gone. Okay, yep. These 2 little minis are gone. They sold out. But if you want the full size, I just dropped it right in my glitter. If you want the full size one, it's going to be with the gnome for the holidays. GNOME for the holidays. Do I do battle box this month or do I go order? Wait till I'm about to show you the battle box. So give me a minute because you're about to see it. I'm going to show it to you guys now. So those guys are up there. The sublimation case dump buckets are up sale for $2 today. All right, I got everything on the list. That's all the new stuff. There's a whole pile of new things up on the website that I had to show you guys today. You got the click pens, you got the DIY pens, you got the 2 new glitters, you got the 2 rhinestone appliques, you got the 3 different styles of sublimation ready keychain blanks, and then you have all those little mini instant transfers, okay? The little nugget ones. Okay, so I'll do Battle Box next because she's contemplating whether she wants to do Battle Box or shop. So let me show you guys the Battle Box. I'm telling you, this Battle Box is going to sell out fast and quick. So put it on your calendar. Set an alarm on the 7th at 3 p.m. 7th at 3 p.m. It's changing. It has changed for the last couple months. You're gonna die when you see the cop. Y'all gonna die. I don't have the whole Battle Box with me because the instant transfers are here, but they don't know which box. We got a huge shipment. They haven't inventoried it yet, and I don't have them. So there's 2 instant transfers that come with this one. They're very cute. But this Battle Box is going to be $24.75. You're welcome. So this one's a very inexpensive Battle Box, and the stuff that's in it is pretty awesome. So the Battle Box is a sublimation ready plump tumbler. This is not a fatty. So this is a 22 fatty. So see, it's wider. It's shorter and fatter. This one is what is this called? Wait, maybe they are the same size. Oh, it is the same size. I thought this was it feels narrower. Maybe because those always have it, epoxy on them, so they feel thicker. So it's a 22 plump, which holds 30 ounces. I don't know why they call it a 22 plump. It holds 30 ounces. Okay. It's sublimation ready. It comes with 2 lids. Lid number 1, regular standard lid. Lid number 2, it comes with a snow globe lid. It's got a snow globe lid. Maybe that's for your snacks. I don't know. Could be a snack cup. You could put your little treat. That's what I said. I'm like, oh, I can put my antacids in there. But it's a little dome, and it comes apart. So I already know that some of y'all are going to put your liquids in there, and you're going to fuse it down, and you're going to make this a little shaker snow globe in there. Okay. How freaking fun is this one? I cannot wait to see what you guys do with it. Somebody's going to make it look like a donut. I know, a Christmas donut. So this is the tumbler. It's fun. It can't take my money. I know. It's $24.75. There's going to be no limit. You can buy as many as you want until they sell out. Okay. It comes with the regular standard lid, and it comes with the fun lid. That's just stopped you from ordering. Make sure you put it on because they're going to sell out very, very fast because this is a very cool cup. You're also going to get a Christmas Craft Addicts mix. So if you saw our last Craft Addicts mix, it was pink. Craft Addicts mix is literally just meant to be a fun little bag of goodies that you can do all sorts of things with. This one has some green bingsu beads in it. It has some red and green rhinestones in it. It has red and green little balls in it. It has Christmas lights, glitter in there. It has some of the red rhinestone beads. It has some green acrylic hearts in it. So you can do multiple things with this. You do not have to use all of this. You can just take off some of the little, you have to use this in some way. You can use some of just the Christmas lights or some little balls. You can use it in your snow globe. You can put it on the butt of your tumbler. You can do whatever you want with this little Craft Addicts mix. I'm going to try to pour it out. I don't know that I have confidence in getting it back in this bag though. But this goes on sale on the 7th at 3 p.m. Central Time. It will sell out. We have 200 of them. Okay. Whoop, shoot. See, I just got a little crazy. So this is the Craft Addicts mix. Okay. You can use this in any way, shape, or form that you want for your battle box. The battle box is about thinking out of the box. So see, oops. So see, you have these cute little green and red little beads that you can glue on. There's these little green acrylic hearts that you can use. There's some half pearls. There's some green and red half pearls, I believe. There's rhinestones. There's red and green little rhinestones in there. Bingsu beads. The little beads with the rhinestones on them. It's a mix. And then you got the little Christmas light ornaments, Christmas ornament glitters shapes. And they're in all the different colors of like the rainbow colored Christmas ornaments. All right. So you can mix this. If you're going to mix this as like an epoxy additive, I would take these beads out and use them for something else. But you can mix this in your epoxy just like it's glitter. You can pick it apart and use them for different little elements. I think it would be really cute to kind of pick it apart a little bit. And I would take the balls out and I would mix the ornaments and the bingsu beads in epoxy. And I would put it on a canvas like the shape of a tree. And then I would individually put the little balls and the rhinestones and the little extra gems in there, like they're like separate little Christmas ornaments hanging. Maybe use this as the little star on the top, the little topper. And then make a little trunk out of a piece of wood and actually make a little Christmas tree out of this, right? I don't know. Fun things. Like your brain can do whatever you want. If you are not a person who celebrates Christmas, that's what's fun about this is you can break this down. You can make this, even though there's kind of a Christmas vibe to this, you can break this down and not make it Christmassy at all because you don't have to use all of this. You just have to use elements of it. So you could pull out just the lime green little balls and little hearts and do something fun and drill holes through them or whatever, make a little tassel that hangs off of it and make a lime green daisy cup. So that's what's fun about perfect for earrings. Yes. So this mix is meant to stretch you and just have fun. Ooh, jeez. Caught it with my thunder thighs. Okay. So this is meant to just be fun. So you're going to get a little portion of this. Jeez Louise, Summer. Okay, so you get the portion of this. And then you're going to get 2 instant transfers with this one. I believe I'm doing this from memory, and it's been a minute since I looked at it. And we all know my memory sucks, but I'm pretty sure this is what it is. I know one of the instant transfers is a cute little reindeer with Christmas lights going through his antlers. That's one of the instant transfers. The other one, I believe it says Christmas lights are my favorite color, and it has Christmas lights kind of going through it. So there's a vibe, obviously, Christmas lights. But what's fun about these is you guys can do whatever you want. I'm gonna need to see that cup again. All right, so it's a fatty cup, and it comes with the 2 lids. It comes with the shaker top lid. The straw goes through the middle, and it comes with the standard lid. So if you are new to doing this and you're like, this is way too intimidating for me, use this lid. Save this or practice with this or play with this. And if you screwed up, you're fine because you still got your backup lid. I know, y'all. I know April Salanga is going to do it for sure. Put her liquid in there and make a little snow globe in this. Okay. But you can also just make this like a rattle, like a shaker. You can just put this down in there. Let's just put it in there for now. That's a cute way to display it. Okay. See, you can just put your Craft Addicts mix down in here. If you're not brave. Enough to put liquid. You don't have to. It's not a requirement. There's no requirements. Whoops, that's not shut. Okay, so you can put your little Craft Addicts mix down in there. And you don't have to add liquid. You can just have a cute little topper on your cup. And then whenever you shake it, it changes the way it looks. How stinking pretty is that? Okay. This is sublimation of it ready. Okay. Straw goes through. If you're like, I don't want a Christmas cup at all, you can use this to make an accessory. Like I said, you can just use the red parts or just the green parts and change it up. You do not have to go Christmas vibe. With the 2 decals, you only have to use a portion of one of the decals. You don't have to use the whole decal in itself. So like you could take the little reindeer's little red nose and his little eyelashes and make something else and make it into cut out your own vinyl and make it a unicorn. And then just use the bright green little bobbers to make a little tassel or something. So yes, it has a Christmas vibe. Yes, we assume most of y'all are going to go kind of holiday festive, but you are not required to do that. You just have to use something of each of the elements in some way on your battle axe. Okay. And if you make a little subside keychain that goes along with it, that's fine too. It doesn't have to be stuck to your cup. It has to be in the photo as like a unit of a sublimation. Yes, it's 3 o'clock. So this will go up at 3 o'clock. So it'll be 5/11/7 at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock Central Time. It will go for sale. Yep. Battle Box goes on the 7th, which today is the 2nd. So in 5 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Next Tuesday at 3 o'clock when I go live, it will be active on the website. Yeah, it's a fun cup for sure. I was so excited. I was like, I don't care what it costs, you get it. So there will only be 200 sets available though. So that's why I said set your calendars, because this is going to be a doozy and it's going to be a popular one. All right, now let's do swag. Hi guys. Gina goes, I will not be turning this into a Christmas tumbler. There, so you don't have to. There's creative ways to make it something completely else. I always make sure when I kind of create something, if I go with a very solid vibe, like this time it's like Christmas lights and reindeers, that there is still an avenue in it where you could kind of divert away and still use elements of the things that I give you and still stay within the lines and go offside the main theme. There's like, we have a theme, but you don't have to follow that theme. Yes, November 7th on Tuesday. You want to be able to use it all year long. Yep, and that's fine. No problem. All right. So, swag bag. Okay, swag bag this month. I just got a little little sneak peeks. That will be, I think that's 1 o'clock California time, because California's 2 hours behind. Use your Christmas cups all year long. Samesies. California time is 1 o'clock. That's the only other one I know because Emily's in California, so she's 2 hours behind me. All right. So swag bag, I'm not going to tell you this round, because I honestly already forgot which is diamond and which is, I pulled these before I left for the airport with Emily, and I forgot which is which, diamond or gold. So this is just swag bag items. I can't remember if it's diamond or gold. No one talked to me while she does swag. Okay, swag bag. The Lily and Rose craft knife is making a reappearance. You guys see me use these on every live. We had the fun green one with the avocados on it. The little baby, the camera's not picking it up because of the glare. It says Lily and Rose. It has little avocados and it has the blade. It has the replacement blade. I use these on every single live. We ran out of the green, so we stocked it in purple, which is, all of our favorites colors. So we got the purple. You get the extra blades. Okay, this is going to be in swag. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Again, these are just little sneaky peekies. In this month's swag, if you want everything, make sure you get the Big Daddy. Okay, the Big Daddy will have all these goodies in it. Okay, next swag item is a DIY diamond pen. So it's got the little crystal on the end. It's going to be rose gold and silver, kind of holiday colors. And it's going to have the DIY canister in it. So you can make it a snow globe. You can rhinestone this bit. You can snow globe this part. Okay. I think this is going to be great. We put this specifically in November so you can make a really fun gift for somebody. And with that being said, it's also going to have a really cute little Christmas holiday red little velvet bag. So once you complete it and make it pretty, you can put it in a little bag and it's already got its own little gift. Floating diamond pen. What? I know, Henry. And it's going to have its own little gift bag with it. So you're going to get a little red velvet fancy bag. It's for like a holiday gift. If you have a special coworker that if you work in an office, this would be a great little gift. Rhinestone it, glitter the bottom, do whatever you want. Okay, so this will be in Big Daddy. Okay, then you're going to get a rhinestone set, which if we get some time today, which I don't think we're going to do because of the airport, we'll work on it tomorrow. I will sneak peek what this actually looks like. You're going to get a holiday rhinestone set. You're going to get 50 grams of rhinestones. This is a very dominant silvery white mix, and it has a little bit of red and green sprinkled into it. It's very traditional red and green sprinkled into it, as opposed to we have the Tuscan Christmas one, and we have the holiday. Oh, farts! I just spilled a ton of rope. Right. So what we have out right now is the holiday hoedown. Okay, but this one has some colors in it that are more like country colors. You got the champagne and that kind of sagey blue in there to kind of be country Christmas. And then we have the Tuscan Christmas. I can't remember what I rhinestoned with that. I did a little example. So we have two that are kind of holiday out, but none of them are very super traditional, right? This one's a little bit more traditional in the sense that it has like cranberry red and Christmas tree green, and then white and silver. Okay. 50 grams. It's more heavy on the white and silver, very gentle and very subtle with the red and green. I'm actually going to rhinestone this cup with you guys to show off the mix. The Tuscan Christmas one is beautiful. Oh, I know what I did. I did those gingerbread men. I wonder where that's floating around on this desk somewhere. The gingerbread man is what I did with the Tuscan Christmas. So I'm going to rhinestone this onto this cup. I think it's going to be the perfect mix for this cup. Okay. So that's in there. Then there are glass custom shapes and holiday accessory rhinestones coming. Okay. So these, I do know that this one is in a diamond specifically. This is a diamond one. These are glass rhinestones. This is going to be a resin rhinestone set. I believe this is gold. I know this is gold. So this is going to be in the gold bag, 50 grams resin rhinestone set. And then this is your diamond set. These are glass specialty shapes and rhinestones and colors. So they're hard to, they don't show off in the bag because you see a lot of the bags. You're going to get red. These got little hearts and diamonds and different, see the little teardrop shapes and triangles. So you're getting like a bag of custom shapes. Okay, so the silver part that you see, that's the backing. You're going to get more than this. I just quickly grabbed a little. You're going to get there's going to be some more red stones in here. Okay, so you're going to get red, clear, champagne, green. Okay. And then you're going to get these fun little holiday shapes, like little tiny snowflakes, little reindeers. That's so cute. Little Santa hats. Oop, little bitty Santa hats. These are little custom shapes that you will glue down just like you would a rhinestone. Yeah, the static likes to show off the silvery. Well, just that they get packaged and half of them go in one way and half of them go in the other. When I hold up the bag, you see a lot of backs. But I was like, oh, these are really cool. These are super pretty. These can be used for, a plethora of things. So you're going to get a little set of these. Like I said, there'll be more red and I know more red and green stones at least. Maybe there was more silver. I can't remember how it's portioned out. But yeah, the shapes are fun. So you're getting a little holiday shaped bag. Those are my sneak peeks today. When I asked Alyssa for sneak peeks, she did this. Because she's very busy. Could have used my hot chocolate cup. Same. I could have put them on. The little snowflakes would have been perfect on my country Christmas. All right. So you get a lot of fun little gifting ideas and fun little rhinestone sets and some just cool stuff. So those are your little mini sneak peeks. That's not your that's not the whole bag, obviously. I'm just giving you little peeks. All right, let's do some stuff. All right, so if you missed it, we showed off what's new on the website. We revealed the sneak peek of the battle box, and we just did a few swag bag sneak peeks. Do you do dip UV resin? Yes. Do you know you can make your own? You can make your own dip UV resin. We'll do a whole. I need to plan a whole live around how you make your own dip UV resin. But yes, dip UV resin. Yes, we don't have it on the website currently, but yes, it's very expensive. So I'm going to be teaching you guys some things. Ooh, okay, here we go. The rhinestone applique feather, the peacock applique there's only 21 left. Live mix from yesterday. There's only 100 left. The DIY, the silver pen. Jeez, you guys, the DIY silver pen bundles. There's only 12 left. You guys are crazy. There's only 33 Live Mix 116s left, which that's this one. The one with the 3D holly leaves in it. And it's got the 3D holly leaves and the holly berries. And the holographic silver makes it look like Christmas lights. There's only 33 of those left. The girls restocked this decal. So this one says, it says another hot cocoa season. It's hard to see because the glitter hasn't fallen yet. Once the glitter falls, you can read it a little better. It says hot cocoa season. It's got this super cute little gnome with marshmallows on it. We must have been able to, like I said, we always hold about 10 back. There's 10 just got put up on the website. So this instant transfer is up on the website again, but there's only 10. The Cheetah Junkie instant transfer, the Pumpkin Junkie cheetah print is only got 4 left. That's not, I didn't show that today, but that's almost gone. The Not Made for Winter, there's only 23 left instant transfers. The rainbow DIY pens that I showed you guys earlier, there's only 28 sets left. Brighton, there's only 40 bags of Brighton left. There's only 36 medium retirement packages left. The Santa approved instant transfer, I have it right here. There's only 50 left. It's the hot chocolate Santa approved. The Happy Souls mini collection instant transfer set. There is only 5 left of the set. This decal on my tumbler is one of the decals. This is one of the other decals. So this is decal 1, decal number 2, decal number 3, and I believe the rose is decal number 4. It's hard to see in the picture, but if my memory serves correct, yeah, the roses. And then you get a couple of these roses. There's 5 sets of those left. This was extremely popular. Emily even tried to take one. I was like, nope, you can't take that. So you'll get decal, 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 and then the roses. And there's only 5 sets of that left. We actually sold out of that one in seconds, and the girls found a couple extra and put them up on the website. The silver feather applique, there's only 31 left. Okay, then there's a bunch of other things that are getting low, but those are the super popular ones. Hi guys. All right. So if you missed yesterday's live mix, it was a doozy. I mixed a little extra this time. I actually went back in and mixed extra. That's why there's still some left. I mixed about 100 bags more because I was like, oh, after doing this tumbler, I was like, this is going to be a super popular. Are those appliques iron on? Yes, they're iron on. They're heat transfer. You're going to be doing more sales this month? Yes. Christmas. So this glitter, it was absolutely gorgeous. So I went in and added more portions to the actual mix because I didn't have my phone, so I couldn't tell where we were sales wise on the live mix, and we would have sold out already. So I re-upped it. So there's about 100 bags of this live mix left, which is what I added extra. It is this beautiful currant. Now in the camera, it looks like a solid color. In real life, it is a very visually dynamic. You can kind of see it right here. See how you can kind of see like blue and purple and pink and all that right there? That's what it looks like in real life. It is a very visually appealing textural color to it. We burnished it onto this cup. It's got holographic in it, which you can see if I catch the light just right. You can see the holographics even inside because we're indoors. Hold on, let me see. I can't really see what I'm showing you guys. So you can kind of see the holographic show a little bit here indoors, but this color is absolutely spectacular. This is your favorite live mix yet? I mean, I say that every week, but it's because I actually have a thing for glitter, so it all makes me happy. Let's see if I can get, there we go. So this is live mix number 117, and there's only 100 bags left. Okay. When it sells out, it's gone. We're going to actually epoxy this guy today. We're going to jump in and epoxy here. Okay. So if you miss it, you can rewatch this live. You can catch all the sneak peeks. We sneak peek Battle Box, which is going to sell out wicked fast this time. We sneak peeked some of the sub box, and I showed off all the new things. There's a whole bunch of little mini instant transfers available today. There's new sublimation blanks. There's new click pens, DIY pens, rhinestone appliques, things. There's a lot on the website that we added today. I love all things sparkle. Yes. You would be surprised how little glittered things are in my house. I actually, the other day was like, I don't even have like glitter coasters in my house. Well, we don't have anywhere to put coasters. That's the first thing. We don't have any like coffee tables or anything. I was like, but I'm like, even by my bed, like I've never made myself a coaster. That's not true. There is one, but it's at the top but like I'm just like, surprisingly, I don't have a lot of, you would think like my mixer would be glittered and like all my utensils would have glitter handles and stuff, but they don't. Oh, I thought you guys were talking to me. You guys are yammering back and forth. All right, so this is Live Mix 117. Let's see if I can catch the color vibe in the light. I don't know. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's do some epoxy. Let's get some epoxy on these cups. We got just a few more minutes. Hello. Okay, gloves. This. I'm going to collect some of my supplies first instead of reaching over everything. Get those even started. Scale. Mixing cups, stir sticks. Oh, I never found my large stir sticks. Spoon. Okay. Turbo! That is enough. If you should know the sound of your own car by now. I can hear Ivan leaving. Oh, my husband has no choice. But my husband actually, surprisingly, for how like OCD he is and neat freak he is, the glitter doesn't bother him all over the house. Like there's glitter all over my house. Well, actually, surprisingly, there's also not that much glitter for how much I bring in on my clothes. Like when I go somewhere, people always comment like, "Oh, you have glitter like in your hairline or in your face." But surprisingly, there's not that much in my house. All right. Grab the Turner. All right. All right, so let's get some of these cups under epoxy. Grab my So I'm not normally live with you guys on Thursdays. Normally it's Emily doing stumbling and tumbling, but she is up in the air right now, flying home. And on top of it all, she got a shelter-in-place order. Look, there she is, the bump. Yes, I'm wearing a Halloween shirt. I don't have very many shirts that fit me with my pregnant belly. This one happened to fit, so I wore it. She's got a shelter in place. They had an active gunman on her street, literally on her street. Her street's very small, and it ran through her next door neighbors. He ran through her next door neighbor's yard, and they're still actively hunting him. So she had to tell the neighbors to notify the police because her RV is in her backyard and it's not locked. So she's like, there's a chance he ran in there. But they wouldn't go in their house because they have those 3 big old German shepherds that sound like they're going to eat you. Yeah, she is super popped out. Well, I mean, I'm wearing a tight shirt too, but yeah, she is exploded. She has decided she's in charge. Ironically, I've done really good and I haven't gained any weight this week because I was just But I've also sorted out that with this baby, with the triplets, I couldn't eat vegetables or fruit. It made me very sick. And so I couldn't eat fruit or vegetables. This one, carbohydrates make me feel like I'm dying, like complex carbs. So like this morning I had an omelet. For lunch I had a big fruit bowl with yogurt and a little bit of granola. And then tonight I'll have a big salad, a huge salad. I put a bunch of goodies in it. But like for the last 2 days I've cut out complex carbs. It's very hard because I really like muffins and brownies and cakes and yummies. But I feel a million times better. So we're sticking with it. All right. So let's do our live mix tumbler first. I have a lot of ideas for this one. I want to put, this is their new instant transfer. It's, Wife Mom Boss. That's me. Put it on here. And then I think I'm going to put the little cheetah print, the new, they just, they went up on the website today. They're new. We've never had these little cheetah print spots. They have like little peekaboo spots. I'm like, these would look really cute, just patched around on the tumbler, like little cheetah print peekaboos on the cup because it matches the cheetah print that's in there. So that's what I think we're going to do. So we're going to get this guy under epoxy. Okay, we're double foaming this guy. So if you're new to working with epoxy, yesterday this tumbler had a glitter swirl on it. And we put the hearts, we used removable vinyl, and we put the removable vinyl hearts down on the tumbler. We spray painted with an aubergine kind of plum color spray paint. Then we let that dry, which took forever. And then we put spray adhesive down, and then we put the glitter down, and then we burnished the glitter down and got it laid down really nice and flat. What's going on here? Oh, hold on. No. Sorry, the screw started falling out. No. No. I'm going to change directions here. Sorry, the screw came out of the turner and there we go. Why did I go through? What's going on here? There we go. Yeah. The screw fell out of the turner because I took the washer off. All right. So then we burnished it down, and then we put a coat of clear glossy spray paint over the top. The reason you want to put we put a very heavy coat sealed in that glitter. So the reason you do that is to hold the glitter in place. So when you add your epoxy, the glitter doesn't travel everywhere. So we call that a seal coat. It's just clear glossy spray paint. Okay. I use Rust-Oleum 2X clear gloss. It's my favorite. Some people are going to tell you to not use glossy because your epoxy repels off it. That's all a bunch of malarkey. That's not true. Epoxy will cling onto a wine glass, a smooth, as slick snot wine glass. What happens is the repelling actually happens if you spray your tumbler with clear gloss, any kind of spray paint, and you don't wait 24 hours. You want to wait 24 hours in between your spray paint and putting your epoxy on, because what happens is that spray paint is drying. It's called curing process. And it's called gassing off. It's releasing gases as it dries. It may feel dry to the touch 20 minutes after you spray it, but it is not cured. It's not fully dry. So you want to give it 24 hours to gas off and dry and harden, because if you don't, those little gases that it's releasing while it's still curing, if you read the side of the can, it says dry to the touch in so many minutes, but this long to fully dry. It's releasing gases. Those gases will interfere with your epoxy and give you fish eyes. So if you are sealing your tumblers and getting fish eyes, it is not because you're using glossy spray paint. It is because you are putting your epoxy on too soon. Different brands of epoxy react differently to gassing off. Some need you to let it gas off for like the full 48 to 72 hours. Our epoxy can do it in about 12 to 24 hours. You're welcome, Misty. And so that is going to be when you get all those fish eyes, it's most likely because you applied your epoxy too soon after spraying a coat of clear glossy spray paint and it hasn't fully gassed off, and those gases are affecting your epoxy, making it like repel off. Okay, so this one was about 24 hours. I sprayed this right after my live last night, so I know that we're good to go. We're using Lily and Rose epoxy. There are many reasons you'll get fish eyes. That's one of the main ones. The other ones are if dust pieces land on it. So if you have a cat in your workroom, you're most likely going to get fish eyes because the cat hair is floating around in the world and it's going to land on your cup and you're going to get a fish eye where it is. If you have a fan blowing in your room and the air is moving across your tumbler, you can end up with fish eyes because it ripples the epoxy. If you apply too much heat, like too much torching, that can cause fish eyes. If your epoxy is too thin and you apply like too thin viscosity wise and you apply too little of an amount. So if you have cats, if you have animals and they come in your in your room while you're working, one, you don't ever want them in there when you're working with epoxy because you can affect their lungs and they can have the same kind of reactions that humans have. But two, get large storage bins and cut little notches out so the cord can go and you put the storage bin over the top of your tumbler, and then you have a little notch cut out where the cord goes through. And that little shoebox sized plastic bin will make a cover so dust can't land on it while it's turning. Yeah, humidity can cause fish eyes. If you have humidity, really only causes fish eyes in really crappy epoxy. If you're buying a good quality epoxy, humidity should not have that big of an effect on it. There we go. Sorry, I was having a hard time getting a good seal on my. All right, so now I'm going to get a little muffled. I have whenever you work with epoxy, wear nitrile gloves, chemical respirator, turning on my VOC fan. All right. Yes, perfect. So, Missy, yeah, you want to just cut a little notch, put it over here. I don't have that problem. I have a whole room over here that's dedicated for just my turners. Yes. If water actually lands on your cup, then yes, it's going to affect your epoxy. Water and epoxy don't mix. Now, I'm going to be doing multiple cups back to back, so I'm going to do a larger batch of epoxy. So I'm going to use a bigger cup. I'm actually going to cut. So I'm going to use one of my bigger cups, but I am going to cut it down a little bit because I don't need the whole cup. So I'm going to do just over 60 grams of epoxy. Okay, 35 grams of B. 35 grams of A. Okay. Always keep baby wipes on your station. Okay, that's how you're gonna clean all your tools and your workspace as you go. Okay, I don't mix. I mix very, very aggressively. I deal with the bubbles in the aftermath. Me running late has you running late. Sorry, guys. Yeah, today's live is a little bit later than I've been going late since being pregnant. Emily, I had to get Emily to the airport, and then I stopped at the store to grab myself some new walking shoes for the gym because it's right by the airport, and then I forget about traffic, and then I got stuck in rush hour traffic, so I'm a little behind today. But I got myself some new walking shoes because I'm walking 2 miles a day. Okay, I still scrape the bottom. scrape the sides, scraping my stir stick, then stirring it back in, keeping it going. Okay, but I don't want to, I'm mixing a big batch enough for multiple cups, but you don't want to just set this batch sitting on your counter because it will most likely flash cure on you because it's too much in too small a space. So I've got my 2 little sub cups for my other 2 tumblers, and I'm going to portion out enough for each tumbler. No Lilu. Okay. So portion out for each tumbler. Okay. Cleaning off my stir stick. Okay. So now for the tumbler, you're going to see epoxy artists and you're going to see companies and they're going to be selling you things like guards to guard from your epoxy so that you don't get any epoxy on the inside. You don't need to buy those. There's no reason for that. If you apply your epoxy correctly, you will never get epoxy on the inside of your tumbler. How you want to apply your epoxy is you want to put the drip about 1 inch below the surface. Wow, this glitter under this epoxy is amazing. Put the epoxy about 1 inch below the lip of the tumbler and swoop down only. Okay, focus on getting the epoxy on and pushing it to the bottom of the tumbler. Okay. Wait till it starts coming around on the side when you see it under epoxy. The epoxy like magnifies that sparkle. It's absolutely gorgeous, right? So you're swooping down to start. Okay, when you're working with epoxy, you are not in a rush. Just slow work it, get coverage. First, you're getting the epoxy on and gently put like around the tumbler, and then I'm going the second round and I'm making sure we coat, like everything is coated well with the epoxy and covered. But you don't have to be in a rush because this has, you get like a 45-minute to an hour work time on this. All right, now that we have that covered, now we're going to focus on this top part. The way you avoid getting epoxy on the inside, we only swooped down. Going towards this direction, you only swoop up. So we're going to push up and past. Up and past. Up and past. And just keep going right past it. Okay? And just up and past. Never go back down. Only go up. Okay, the glitter on this tumbler is live mix number 117. It is up on the website, iwantglitter.com. You're going to click on today's deals, and you're going to see live mix 117 listed there. It might be on like page 2 today. Okay, now, now to do the butt, you're going to take that epoxy and you're going to pour it on the edge, and you're going to push it over and swirl it around. If you try to scoop it out of your cup and then slap it to your cup, you're going to get it all over your table. Pour it on the edge of the tumbler, push it off, okay? And swirl it around. Perfect. There we go. Easy peasy. Try to use only 1 finger for your application, then you have a lot less to clean up. Okay, then we're going to take our torch and we're going to gently torch it. This is going to pop any of the bubbles. Sometimes you can't even see the bubbles. They're going to be little micro bubbles. You only want to torch and let it spin around once because you don't want to actually heat up your epoxy. The goal is just to brush that flame. Okay, there's a little doober there. There's a little something in my epoxy. Did I get it? Yes. There was like a little, it wasn't a fuzzy, it was like a little tiny piece of plastic. Like micro piece of plastic, like sticking up. It was weird. That's weird. It's almost like an epoxy bead. Like one little epoxy bead. I don't even know where that would come from. All All right, I'm going to let it roll just because I touched it. I want to make sure the surface is good to go. It should level itself back out just fine. I'm just going to watch it. That towards the butt. Okay, you don't want to heat up that epoxy. If you heat up that epoxy, you're going to get fish eyes if you get too much. All right, so this one is done. Let's see. I'm going to hold it up where there's not as less glare. Look at that glitter under the epoxy. Holy fart! You have to use 2 fingers because you have baby hands. I mean, that's fair. I'm 6 feet tall. I have very large hands. I love this glitter color. All right, that's live mix number 117. There's only 100 of those bags left, and when it's sold out, it's gone for good. It's a live mix, so it's a limited time. It's a couture glitter. All right, let me move this into the turning room. We should be able to put our decals on this tomorrow. Oh, I love that tumbler. All right, up next. Oh, I have man hands. I straight up have the same size hands as Ivan, but I'm 6 feet tall, so. And I've hated my hands since I was young because, you know, when you're a young girl, you don't want to be like masculine. You big old meat hands. That's fine now. Now I'm older and I'm like, I don't care. All right. I know, Misty. All right, so now this is the, this was the Happy Days. Oh, I forgot to put a piece of vinyl on that. It's fine. This is the Happy Days tumbler. Happy Soul tumbler. I apologize. There are still a few of these decal packs left. Oh, they might be sold out now. But it has the roses, a couple of these different roses. It has this butterfly on it for the decal pack. It has this decal with it and this decal with it. So the set. We sold out of them very, very fast. And then the girls had like 10 extra sets once we sold out and got everything, all the orders out and stuff. There was 10 left, so they went up on the website. The last I looked, there was 5. So if you want these decals, grab them while they're still available. Okay, now for this tumbler, this probably needs 2 more coats. So what we're going to do is apply a coat today. Then lots of bubbles. So when you let your epoxy sit, see how the bubbles start surfacing? I just quickly did one little pop over the top and pop those bubbles with my torch. I did not hold the torch on and go like this. I just literally went click, click, pop those bubbles that had surfaced, got them out of the way. This tumbler is going to probably need 2 coats of epoxy. So we're going to do 1 coat, then we'll probably do the UV resin trick. What that trick is we will take a UV resin, hard cure UV resin after the 2nd coat, and we will put a smear of the UV resin right on this bottom edge and right along this top lip and fully cure it. Then we'll apply the next layer. That's going to help you get a nice smooth lip and a nice smooth butt. Okay. So this is the same concept. You're going to apply that epoxy from the top and push it down. Push down, push down, push down. Okay. Because I think this one is definitely going to need at least 1 more coat after this. This tumbler is using, we use Sebastian and Leroy as the glitters. We mix the 2 together to get this color combo. Okay, and then we're going to swoop up for the top. Swoop up, only up. The reason you only go up, a little bit more. The reason you only go up is because you have epoxy all over your glove. And what people don't think about is when you swoop down, when you swoop down, the edge of your cup acts like a knife. Just like you scrape your finger off and you scrape it and the epoxy goes in the cup. when you're doing this, if you go from this direction and you go down, it's scraping the epoxy off that glove, and where's it going? Inside. So by only going up, that epoxy comes to the edge, domes up, and stays right there. Okay, then we're going to go over the butt. Okay. Push this along the booty. Okay, and there we go. If it has one area that looks like it has more epoxy than others, like it was a little thicker here and thinner here, as long as there is a epoxy, fresh epoxy in that space, even if it's thinner, this will eventually level itself out. As long as the surface tension is broken, if you have a fisheye where there's no epoxy, you've got to get in there and epoxy it and break that surface tension. But as long as there is no surface tension, the epoxy will work its way slowly and steadily into that space. So it will even out naturally. Okay. You're still struggling with micro bubbles. What you want to do with micro bubbles is you want to torch it gently, one round, like one spin, like once around, let it sit for 5 minutes, come back. If you keep torching to get your micro bubbles in a row, you're actually creating micro bubbles. Overheating your epoxy creates micro bubbles. That's why I say torch your tumbler. Do not focus on any particular bubbles. Quick motion over those decals. One time. Don't focus on anything in particular, because if you focus on something, you're going to overheat that epoxy and create micro bubbles. So we're just going. I don't even look at the tumbler. I could do this without looking and still get the same desired effect of what I'm going for. Okay, now we've gone around the tumbler one full rotation. I'm going to stop. If you keep going, you're going to heat that epoxy up too much, which can create micro bubbling. Get a fisheye right there, little area. Okay, so what I did, I had a little spot where the epoxy I hadn't put it on there yet, so I quickly went over it. But epoxy, it's called, the optimum curing temperature of epoxy is 74 degrees. When you put flame on it, you start slowly warming it up. If you do the flame too much, you take it way past 74 degrees. That's where your problems are going to start. There's a little fuzzy there. That's where your problems are going to start, because you've overheated your epoxy. That creates microbubbles. It actually creates yellowing and microbubbles. The yellowing won't happen immediately, but it will make it to where your cup will yellow easier down the road. So we want to do one round of epoxy, let it sit for a few minutes so that epoxy goes back to its original state temperature, cools down a little bit, because even that little bit warms it up. Then you can go back in like 5 minutes and do it again, or 10 minutes. Give it some time, come back and do it again, do another round. But if you do it and you're like, oh, there's still microbubbles, so you just keep going, you are being your own worst enemy. Okay, you're going to give yourself fish eyes and you're going to give yourself microbubbling because of that. So just let it be. Just one round, step away, do a second round, because what actually happens is people generally over torch and create more microbubbling by over torching. All right, so this one is ready to rock and roll. So let's move him into the turning room. All right. Okay. Next up, let's see who we got. Who do we got? I can do this guy. That doesn't fit. Trying to figure out which tumbler fits this. There we go. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Okay, this is our tumbler with our live mix. I want to say 14 or 15. I would have to relook at the numbers. I didn't write it on the jar. This is the one with the pink. This one has blue. Sorry, it has aquamarine 4-point stars, and it has the holographic pink snowflakes, and then it has all that purple and pink and white opalescent. So that is the live mix that's inside. And then the one that's outside. Oh, let me just look it up. Live mix, because I want to give you the right numbers. Live mix. I think it's 114 and 115. So I believe 114 is the one that's inside. Live mix 114. Yes. So live mix 114 is the one that you're seeing inside the cup with the opal holographic pink. Is there any left? Yes, there's 30 left of this one. This is it in the jar. Okay, it's got the opalescent, sorry, it's got opalescent clear and lavender and like a blue. And then it's got metallics and it's got holographics and it's got holographic 4-point aquamarine stars and holographic custom shaped snowflakes. So it's a beautiful mix in there. And then live mix 115, I believe, is what's on the outside. And I made 115 to blend. Oh, 115 sold out. So 115 is the one on the outside, and that sold out. Sorry, guys. If you don't have 114 in your collection, I highly recommend it as a glitter. It's gorgeous, especially for your girly holiday tumblers. Okay. Now with this one, this has some chunky glitter. This only has one coat of seal down on it, but I want to get this one rocking and rolling because this is going to probably be one of my personal holiday tumblers this year, so I want to get it done so I can use it. This is that fun acrylic tumbler. We sold out of these tumblers very fast. It's the sippy top acrylic tumbler. We are getting them back in stock. It's just going to take a minute. We never know with you guys. we try to guess what it's going to be like a super hot ticket item. We never know. This was just something I wanted for myself, and so we got some in, and you guys bought them out in minutes. Kind of unexpected, but so we are getting them back in. Oops, I didn't have enough epoxy here for this cup. Swooping up only at the top. So 114 is the glitter inside this tumbler and 115 is the glitter on the outside. If you missed it, up on the website today are the DIY glitter floating pens that everyone likes to rhinestone. The DIY floating rhinestone, the DIY floating pens, the silver click pens that y'all like rhinestoning. There's new mini instant transfers up on the website today, little mini guys. There are some sublimation ready keychains. All right, so this is going to be a thin layer of epoxy on here. I need a little bit more. I don't know if I'm going to get enough to get a huge solid coat. All right, that's going to have to be it for now. All right. I'm a little shy. Probably would have liked 4 more grams of epoxy, but this is enough. It'll work. All right. As this so you can see that glitter in there now. It's so pretty. The pink snowflakes and the aquamarine stars are just like the girliest fun Christmas glitter ever. Okay, clean off my glove. Now we're going to torch. Now I can see that this epoxy is starting to fisheye. The reason it's fisheyeing on this tumbler is because I don't actually have enough epoxy on the tumbler. I spread it too thin and it's having a hard time staying connected. And it's wanting to separate because there's not enough. So I'm going to mix another 5 grams of epoxy. Six and a half grams of epoxy. I just dumped a little too much in. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it's fisheyeing. And the reason it's fisheyeing is because I just don't have enough epoxy on the surface. Scrape my stir sticks. Make sure you scrape the stir sticks, scrape the edges of your cup. Make sure you scrape your stir stick, bottom, top, side, everywhere. If you don't get your epoxy properly mixed, it will not cure properly. It will stay sticky. And then you got to sand it off. It will never cure. If it doesn't cure in the first like 48 hours, then it's never going to cure. Some epoxy does cure slower because it's in a, like your room is too cold, so it's going to cure slower. This epoxy is going to have some traveling glitter. I only put 1 good coat of epoxy down. I'm sorry, clear coat, spray paint over it. So I knew that I was still going to get some of that chunky glitter traveling because I should have put 2 or 3 more coats over the chunky glitter. Chunky glitter tends to travel more than fine glitter because you kind of knock the chunky pieces around with your finger. So I knew that, but I'm okay with it. I don't mind the traveling glitter because it's going to just show up on the parts. And there is, in this glitter, there was dot glitter, which I love. And you can actually see the dots. When it travels, you can see the dot like on the clear acrylic part, which I like. So I knew that. That's why I was like, I'm okay with not having it fully sealed. A little extra on the butt. Don't want that. It's a real pain in the butt when your bottom fish eyes because then your tumbler's off balance and it's really hard to get it back balanced so it sits flat on the table. So you got to really watch the fish eyes for the butt. So I want to make sure I get enough coverage down there so it doesn't fish eye. You can already see that this is a much glossier, cleaner epoxy layer. Yeah, it's good. All right, so we got that layer on there. And we're going to go ahead and torch it down. You can see the little dots. Yeah, I love dot glitter. Okay, now we're going to put this in the curing room, and we're just going to let it turn. It's going to be what it's going to be. I'm not trying to get a perfect layer on this coat because I know it's going to get probably 1 to 2 more coats of glitter. Epoxy. All right, we're going to go ahead and grab this guy. All right. Baby wipes are your best friend. There are dump buckets up on the website. If you've never participated in dump buckets, they're real fun. Usually they're just like a free with a $40 purchase or $50 purchase or something. You can add one for free. Today we've actually just got them up on the website for $2. So if you want to grab some dump buckets, if you want to just play with glitter, if you have kids that want to try epoxy, but you're like, I don't want you to use my fancy glitter, you can buy dump bucket glitter, and they have just as much fun. And it's very inexpensive. It's basically glitter farts or glitter machines. When we clean them out or they shoot a spurt of glitter out, we collect all that glitter. And we call it a dump bucket. And so we have a bunch of dump buckets available up on the website for $2 today. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do our hot chocolate tumbler. This guy has Live Mix 116 in him. This is the one with the holly, the 3D holly leaves. And the gnome, it's a hot chocolate season little gnomey gnome. There's only 5 of this decal left with the little hot chocolate gnome in the middle. So we actually sold out of it, but we had a few extras after we got all the orders out. So they're up on the website now. But there are only 5 left. So it's this cute little gnome with she's got little marshmallows on her hat. She's got a little peppermint hot chocolate and her little braids. It's super cute. It says hot chocolate season, hot cocoa season. But there's only 5 of that one left. All right. There's only about 60 Live Mix 117. So whoever was watching when I worked with that tumbler, they loved it. So there's about 60 Live Mix 117s left. And there's about 31 of this Live Mix left. This has got the green holly leaves and the little red bubbles that are holographic. And then it's got the holographic and metallic silvers. The regular silvers could be like tinsel. The holographic could be like flashing Christmas lights. All right, so this one I need to mix another batch in. Okay, so I'm going to mix about a little less than 20 grams of epoxy for this one. I'm only making 1 batch, so I don't need to make a big old batch because this will be my last tumbler of epoxy for the day. Oops, sorry guys, got my epoxy. Perfect. Okay. When I stir, I have no mercy. I don't worry about bubbles. I stir for efficiency and time's sake. I stir very quickly. You're gonna have people say stir real slow to avoid bubbles. You can do that. But I know that I can efficiently remove the bubbles with my torch at the end, so I don't worry about it. I just get it stirred. You guys don't want to sit here and watch me stir for 3 minutes. Look how pretty that glitter is getting all dispersed in there with just slowly spinning on this turner. There's only 20 of the peacock rhinestone appliques, and there's only 29 of the feather appliques. For the wife, mom, boss decal, this is our new instant transfer from yesterday. There's only 58 of this one left, okay? For the small business instant transfer, there's only 80 of this one left. So they're about to sell out. And the Happy Souls mini collection, there's only 2 left. The Pretty Snowflake instant transfer is only 41 left. All the plaid and pumpkin instant transfer, there's only 47 of those left. The 'Tis the Season to Be Basic instant transfer, there's only 48 left. The Rainbow Peacock Feather instant transfer, there's only 27 left. That's that beautiful peacock feather that's all rainbowy colors. Oh, it's so pretty. There's only 6 DIY silver pen bundles left. There's only 160 blank silver click pens, which there was 500, so you guys bought a ton today. There's only 25 of the rainbow pen bundles left, so you guys are snatching. You guys, we can barely keep those in stock. Every time we get them in stock, you guys buy them out so fast. The DIY click pens and the click pens and the DIY snow globe pens, DIY pens. You guys buy them so fast. We always think we're buying a lot. Getting them in. You guys are crazy. It's fun. It's fun. All right, here we go. Applying it just about an inch below the lip and pushing it down. I don't have to put this one under epoxy, but for longevity, since I'm really only going to use it for part of the year, I want it to last year after year after year after year every time I store it. So for the sake of longevity, I'm going ahead and putting it under epoxy. It was really ready to go because the instant transfer is a permanent bond. We had the bottom all sealed up nice. But just for the sake of making this a super durable cup, we're going to go ahead and add 2 coats of epoxy over that decal and over that seal and coat the whole tumbler to just really lock it all in. It adds a little bit more weight to these glass snow globes, but for longevity reasons, I think it's just best to do it. I do have some with, some without. It's not necessary if you're using an instant transfer. If you've never used our instant transfers, they're super easy to work with. And they are a permanent bond decal, which means you can put them on this glass surface. Make sure it's on a clean, very good, clean, smooth surface. And that's it. It's done. You don't have to epoxy over it. You just want to you can't put it in a dishwasher, and you don't want to put it, soak it in hot water. But that's already the same rules we follow for these glitter tumblers anyways. So it's the same concept. Just for longevity and durability. Now, have mine gone in the dishwasher? Yes, because my husband puts everything in the dishwasher. But if it's not on the top rack, and if it goes in sterilization mode, or if your dishwasher happens to be hotter than my dishwasher, there's a good chance it's going to ruin it. All right, I had a rip in that glove that I did not, how did I not see it? It was a giant rip. So I just took that glove off. All right. Since I took my glove off, I'm just going to be cautious, and just in case, I'm going to clean off my torch because I'm going to grab it with my bare hand. Okay, now we're going to torch for bubbles. All right, there's one loop around. Do the butt. Okay, we're ready to go. All right. I'm going to move this into the turning room. Technically, this could sit here because I'm going to be leaving for the night, but just for the sake of that is a very level table in there. I'm going to go ahead and move it in there. Okay. Now, I am going to say this. If for anybody that's new that's watching, yes, I am pregnant. Yes, I am working with epoxy. I do not in any way say that it is safe to work with epoxy and be pregnant. This is my personal choice to do this. My personal choice is based on, I know my level of safety when I work with epoxy. I know that I have a very high rated, very adequate, like very reliable mask. I've been using the same brand mask for what are we on, 4 years now. I replace my cartridges. I test my cartridges. I know that this thing works because I'm extremely allergic, like extremely allergic to UV resin. And I can still work with UV resin as long as I wear the proper protection. It does not affect me whatsoever. I wear my nitrile gloves. Like you said, I just saw like, whoops, there's even a chance of contact, so I removed the glove. I am very clean about my surfaces. I'm very clean about what I touch with. I have a VOC air filter in this room. I have a filtration system in this room. I have a ventilation system in this room. I have that vent going in there. I'm not even in there. I remove all my epoxy from this room and put it in there. It has its own VOC fan and filtration and everything in there. This room is separate. It has its own as well. So I know that I'm working in a very controlled environment. I feel very comfortable and very safe that the air that I am breathing in while I'm wearing my mask and when I'm in this room is clear, clean, and safe. I do not come back in this room for almost 24 hours, at least 18 hours. If I work on epoxy in here, I will not come back in this room for 18 hours. Usually it's right before my next live, and I put on, the room has definitely been cleared and evacuated. So I know that I'm completely in control of my environment. I do not know your environment. A lot of people, they think a ventilated room means having their bathroom window open and they're doing their epoxy in their bathroom. That's not a well-ventilated room. If you don't have a forceful air forcing fresh air in and a very powerful air sucking air out, then you don't have ventilation. Like the ceiling fan in your bathroom going, that's not ventilation. An actual ventilation system is ventilation. So can you use mica powder with gypsum? Yes. It's expensive though, so what I recommend doing if you're using mica powder and gypsum is burnishing the mica powder to the inside of the mold and mixing acrylic paint into your gypsum and then pouring it so that the mica powder is only on the outside and the backing, the color backing is from the acrylic paint. Otherwise you'll use a lot of mica powder and it's expensive. Yeah, so I have a sensitivity to epoxy and a high allergic reaction to UV resin. So I know that what I'm doing for myself is very, very safe. So this is not me condoning or saying that if you're pregnant, it's okay to use. I don't know your environment. I don't know your precautions. So I can't make that decision for you or that call for you or tell you that's okay. All right. For anybody who missed it, let's go over what is new on the website really quick. Some stuff is already sold out, so I will try to not show that off. Okay. Those two are sold out. There are new little mini instant transfers. These are it's a little ocean. Hold on. These just launched on the website today. A couple of them have already sold out, the styles. It's a little ocean heart. It looks like waves and it's got some seashells in the middle. It's a set of 3. Those are up on the website. We have the Small Town Proud. Sorry, sometimes when I put that on, it has a hard time with the lighting. Hold on, give it a minute. if I don't get the knob or directly over the hole. There we go. Small Town Proud. It's got a little windmill at the top. So Small Town Proud. These are good for keychains, pen wraps, putting on the bottom of tumblers, accenting your tumblers. This is little Christmas trees and little nomies. We have these in, all these are also in full size. This is a little nomi on the bottom. It says Merry Christmas. They've got little cheetah print like pajamas on. They're super cute. All right, so those individuals are up there, as well as there is a strip of 5 cheetah print patches. These look like peekaboos to put on like your tumblers. I'm gonna probably put it on with my Wife Mom Boss decal. Okay, those are up on the website, the little minis. Okay. Also about to sell out are the, I don't need this anymore. About to sell out are the rainbow DIY pens. I think we said there's like 20 sets left. The silver DIY pens. These are the ones that you do the snow globes in. Both of these are the ones you do the little snow globes on the top. This is the silver click pen that you can rhinestone or do a glitter pen. This is great for the holidays. We had 500 of these at 3 o'clock. There's 160 left. We sell a ton of these. They just came back in stock today. They're already almost sold out. There was about 20 of each of these. This is the feather applique. This is a heat transfer applique. You can attach it to your tumblers also with heat transfer. I've actually done a tumbler with this particular applique. It was like a light purple and like light aqua and white hydro dip. And then I put this over the top. It's so pretty. I can't remember who I sent it to. I sent it to a member. There's about 20 of those guys left, and there's about 20 of the peacocks left. So this is the peacock feather, same thing. Okay, those are on the website right now. 2 new glitters that launched today. Bromley and Tobias. Okay, we had Quillen yesterday. He sold out. He was their purple counterpart. Same type of glitter, same blend, but we had a purple, pink, and green. I believe these were part of a collection. Now they're launched individually. And then we have different sublimation blanks available up on the website, different shapes. I like to rhinestone these, glitter these, and then you can sublimation like a pattern on one side, then glitter the other side, or rhinestone the other side. Okay. You can see these little minis will work on here very well. The heart with the, like, glitter this backside in like a very pale blue, like J. And then put this instant transfer on it, and then put a monogram on the other side or something. Super cute. All right, so that stuff is all up on the website. All right. I got to go because I got to go be with my kiddos. Happy Thursday, y'all. It's been a crazy one. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. We got a lot there. There's a lot for tomorrow. We're gonna have another lineup of tumblers. I am determined to get tumblers finished. I'm doing good. Look at my row. And I gave away a whole bunch of finished tumblers. So for all y'all naysayers who say I never finished a project, I am on it now. We're getting them done. We're doing it. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.